Well, this is an interesting pivot here for a moment because, you've done, your life has been chock full of walkabouts and personal retreats, and I think forays into solitude that have given you some of these insights. And I mean, I wouldn't call myself a Buddhist, but I'm a follower of Buddhism, and the whole purpose of Buddhism is the realization of the non-self, right? It's nirvana. It's um, so I I want to just kind of understand a little bit more about your relationship spiritually with solitude. And you wrote something that just resonated with me so much. I have it here. It says, we need to put ourselves in places of decreased sensory input so we can hear the background signals of our psychological processes. As the noise decreases, the signals become clearer. We can hear ourselves again. We can reunite. Time alone simplifies the heart. And man, I mean, as someone who's a regular meditator, I think you cut right to the heart of it, is that these practices are really just processes into understanding the function of our own mind.
Yeah.
And this is where the whole world exists, within our own mind.
Yeah.
So in some ways, what we need to spark is a spiritual revolution as much as a political one. But one thing that I wanted you to talk about, because I think one of the most striking characteristics about you is, and there are many, is your ability to toggle between extroversion and introversion. In one moment, you're most handsome, lighting up the tavern, holding court on the red carpet or whatever. And the next moment you're off to the Amazon or Mali or the desert. And I wonder how this kind of elixir of solitude and adventure has played a part in the process of identifying who you are, and how might that be helpful for other people. And I'll just tag on one thing, is that the wrestling match with Michelle, oh man, that was the apex for me, man. But anyways, I don't, because for me that brought this notion of solitude and adventure to the summit. But anyways, let me stop there, because there's a lot of threads to pull on.
So, I mean, a couple things. I grew up much more extroverted. I met my friend Rob Bendler, who's the one who gave me the confidence to go to film school. I met him in art class. I was most popular. I was on the football team, the golf team. I was most handsome. But I took art class and met Rob, the 120-pound Jewish kid who was non-athletic but loved movies, and whose dad was an interior decorator, and he read books. I'd never read a book. He and I became friends. So on Friday night, I would take him with me to meet my friends at the dead end with the tailgate down, the kegger and the music and dancing and chasing girls. And on Saturday night, we'd go to his house, play ping pong, watch a movie, write scripts, and read philosophy and stuff. And that was our switch off. And my mom called it salt and pepper. And so that was my first dip into introversion. And, I was keeping a diary up to that point, but it was sort of like something I was doing on the side on my own. And then to go spend time with him, I was like, oh, introspection, reading, investigating yourself and doing something other than just going out and engaging all the time is actually, there's great value in that. And I kind of enjoyed it. The conversations were different. So then in life, the introversion and the extroversion. So I would say most of my younger life, I was more extroverted. In going to write the book, I've taken these trips and been introverted and taken my solo trips many times through my life. And I come to love it so much that the hardest part's coming back and engaging and being extroverted again. The extreme example is the writing of the book. The hardest part about that was coming back and engaging with my family, with my friends. I was like, I was having too much of a good time having the Socratic dialogue with myself. I didn't want to talk with anybody else. And I was like, whoa, you better watch this, McConaughey. You got to get rebalanced here. I've probably toggled between, I have a threshold and a spider sense that has gone off that I've been fortunate enough to listen to a few times in my life that, oh, we're rolling as an extrovert. Oh, we're rolling when we got the mic in our hand. Oh, put me on the stage. Oh, I want to be there. I love it. Right at that time when I'm like, I got this, I have a little spider sense that goes, woo, woo, hey, watch it, watch it. You just feel like you got it. You have it down now. Better get out of town. Like jackknife the situation. like just straight reverb. Do 180 the situation. Go away and go away going like, what am I doing? But then trust that you'll get there and go, you did need to listen to yourself. Oh, you did need to let memory catch up. Now at the same time, I'll now become more so introverted that I have to remind myself, hey, go engage, man. But no, I'm enjoying my own company. What a great thing for a man to be able to do. Oh, great. You can still do that. Get out and engage. Go be about others. Don't be overly so self-involved that you're in any way, and you got to go re-oil those parts of the machine. You know, the extrovert have to come back and I got to re-oil that a little bit. And the introvert, I got to re-oil that a little bit. But I've gone back and forth. And if I get too comfortable with one, that little spider sense tells me, go do the other right now. Don't lose the ability to do that or the capacity to be the extrovert while you're being the introvert or vice versa. So I've toggled between the two. But I will say this, though. The introversion, which is what you led off with, whether it's meditation, time alone, a walkabout, church, whatever it is, that's where you get to know the self. That's who you then get to know that well enough, you know who you're going to be when you're the extrovert. If you're all extrovert and no introvert, you start spinning in circles after a while and people telling you told me the same damn story again. You know what I mean? I'm tired of that story. I'm bored with that story. I'm like, I just tell the same story again to the same people. Maybe I need to go to do some inventory, right? And it goes, back and forth. So I just try to toggle between the two. But I do know that the introversion, how do you do? I've thought of becoming a hermit. I've thought of being a monk.
Yeah.
I think that might be a little indulgent for what I'm here on this earth supposed to do. But I do know the value of that time. And the more people I talk to, I would say more people that I talk to need to try harder to take that introverted time, whether it's a pen to paper,
yes,
or a meditation or a prayer or a walk alone, a reservation for dinner. Yeah. Take that time. More people I talk to are scared of being alone than I thought there would be.
I'm Jeff Krasno, and welcome to Commune, where every week we explore the ideas, values, and practices that bring us together and help us live healthy and purpose-filled lives. Subscribe wherever you get your podcasts. We hope you'll join us.